Good day, and here we are yet again with Let's Play Alien vs. Predator Skyrim Edition. Because there are xenomorphs in this particular mod. And joining me today is a special guest star known as the M-Man.
Hey there.
That's not a good intro, something more bombastic.
Greetings and salutations, dear viewers!
See?
Did I sound faggoty enough?
Hey, you can't say that here.
Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits.
Lame. Besides, he's dead. That's just terrible. Do you realize there's a lot of people who probably don't even know what that reference is?
I'm fairly sure a lot of your viewers know what that reference is.
I would hope so. I would hope so. So here we are, going through Scrim. We're actually going to take a look at this big fuck-off rock here. Because, why not? Just so you know, this rock is not actually in the base game. This is a mod. And for those poor console peasants who do not have the majesty of the PC gaming master race, they don't get this in their Skyrim. I'm not sure what this is, and I don't know how I can actually interact with it. And also, I have a sword as big as my own body.
And that reminds me, I'm actually going to try and find a mod for Skyrim. Berserk Guts mod.
Oh dear.
Guts from Berserk in Skyrim. Oh my god, this is an actual thing.
Oh, and
Please.
look at this.
Yeah.
The model breaks. I can see inside of it. There's no door on this thing, so I'm not even sure. You know what? We're gonna have to fly up there because I want to see what this thing is. That's the problem with installing so many mods. You forget what's actually in it. You know, or on it, or installed.
Holy shit. There's an actual working mod for Berserk. Oh my god. That is awesome.
There's a Skyrim mod for everything, and there's nothing here, so I'm not... There's nothing up here. Well, that's annoying.
But the difference between the AVP mod and the Berserk mod is that the Berserk mod kicks its ass.
I don't know if I'd agree with that.
I say it kicks its ass because Berserk is awesome. And it's been running for like, what, 20 years? Yeah, about 20 years or so. 24 years. And it's been on a tight schedule. It's been a consistent schedule. Whereas AVP has not. So
Well,
that's why...
Yeah, I guess you're right on that one. There hasn't been an AVP comic since, I think, 2010, maybe?
I don't know, I never followed.
The last AVP comic I'm aware of is AVP-3 World War. So our main objective right now is to just level up a bit and ramble on about whatever crap comes to mind. Like every Let's Play ever.
Pretty much. How does this Let's Play differ from all the popular Let's Plays? Well, the players aren't as annoying as fuck. Well, the player isn't annoying as fuck, and his companion isn't annoying as fuck. They're just only slightly annoying.
Exactly. At least we're not PewDiePie.
God, every time I hear that fucker's name, I have to cross myself.
Yeah, because, like, even I couldn't really like that guy, and I'm usually kind of, I'm very forgiving when it comes to those things. It's just, I don't know, it's just something about it that I didn't like. I love how I can literally kill everything in one hit, but you didn't see it. But the fans know, in the previous episode, I tried to fight a Nazgul and was killed almost instantly.
Okay, question, what's a Nazgul?
And all the Lord of the Rings fans will be charging over to Croatia to attack you for not knowing what a Nazgul is.
You know, sorry, continue.
Well, a Nazgul is a ring wraith. It's essentially a very powerful entity from the Lord of the Rings series.
Alright, those guys. Here's the thing, I only watched the movies once when they came out, and I never read the books.
Oh! Slice and dice.
Jesus Christ. As I was saying, I never once read the Lord of the Rings books. I have all 3 hardcovers of it. But I never read it.
Yeah, I was going to say, neither have I, so...
In fact, my very first fantasy book was Diablo Legacy of Blood, and that is what got me into fantasy. Like, got me into fantasy proper.
I've read the Diablo books, but to be perfectly honest, I did not like them that much. I found them to be kind of generic.
They are low grade, but the thing is, I read Diablo when I was, hold up. It was 2005. I was like 11 when I read Diablo: Legacy of Blood, so my standards weren't high.
And for me, thanks to the fan, I still didn't look up your name, loyal fan. I know you're Black Bear and then some numbers. But thanks to that guy, who's a cool guy, I must add, my exposure to fantasy was, of course, Gotrek and Felix. And so, like, I have really high standards when it comes to fantasy.
Well, your first proper exposure was still better than mine. No, wait, your first exposure was Harry Potter, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I don't count that. Just because, you know, I was a kid, and then after I read that, I just didn't like fantasy anymore. I think these days, though, I would probably like old Harold. But I does not know, because I'm not going to read that anytime soon.
I don't know. I actually, the only versions I read were the translated ones, but I heard that the original ones have so many adverbs it's not even funny.
I don't remember. I honestly don't remember them being that bad, but I don't remember them being that good either.
Basically, if you've ever read an early Stephen King book, you know the problems with adverbs. Jason said hollowly. He looked on morosely. He said gravely. Lee. Fucking adverbs.
You know, on that subject, the man and I were actually looking at a really shitty fantasy book. I don't know what it's called now. I think it's like...
the Eye of Argon or something.
Yeah, and there's basically... it's a book that could be so easily riffed because it's that bad. It's got a bunch of misspelling. Somehow it's like somebody's fanfic got published. A bad fanfic.
Well, it's not really all that surprising that somebody's fanfic got published. Got shit like that. I mean, look at 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh God.
Yeah, I just opened a Two Tropes page about the book. Almost nothing is ever said. Instead, it is queried, or ejaculated, or husked, or stated whimsically.
So yeah, whimsically, but I just find the concept of saying anything other than said kind of annoying at times. I think you were talking about something that Stephen King said about that.
Yeah, basically, Stephen King always, I don't think he said always, but always, Jesus Christ, more often than not, it's better to use said than anything else, because if the reader cannot get the context of how it is being said from the dialogue and situation alone, then you probably aren't that good of a writer.
Exactly, and I've had books where I was reading and I had no idea who the fuck was talking, you know? It's like, who said that? I said, who, what? I don't know.
Yeah. That's the thing, when you got like two people talking, then you can easily begin with like X said, Y said, X said, and then you can easily continue just, bam, 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 paragraphs of dialogue, and people will know who's talking. Exactly. But if you got like 3 or more people in a group talking, then it's damn well needed to constantly say who said what. Like the beginning of book 1 of The Stand. It's called book 1, but it's actually part 1. Also by Stephen King. You have I think 5 or 6 characters in a gas station all talking, so it's constantly Hascom said, Stu Redman said, Hanlon said, or whatever.
Thankfully none of them ejaculated, because that would be kind of awkward. You know, if I wanted to be a dick, and I don't, I would love to add ejaculated to my lexicon. There's actually something that both about the internet and I were thinking about the other day. Words in general that have different meanings today than they did in the past. And this will actually sound funny or really insulting. I don't know which. You know where I'm going with this.
Oh dear.
Okay. Fudge is a type of food, right?
Yes.
A good type of food. And realistically, in order for it to be shipped to the masses for mass consumption, it would have to be packed into some sort of container, right?
Yes.
And what would you call somebody who packs this fudge into a container?
A fudge pack.
Exactly. And yet, if you were to tell somebody that you were a fudge packer, what would happen, you wonder?
They would give you strange looks at
It-
best, or lynch you at worst if you're in Alabama.
Exactly. Which, it's kind of funny. And we're back. And thankfully, I don't think I lost too much progress. For some reason, it does like to crash when we fast travel to different towns. What's kind of funny is that something else the man and I've been discussing a bit, is Bethesda games being extraordinarily lazily made, whereupon they rely upon the fans to basically do their work for them for free.
Oh, lordy. The fans will attack you now for saying bad things about their Lord and Savior Bethesda.
I'm sorry, but like, okay, I have a mod that lets me travel to any town. I can walk to any town at any time. Because look, in the base game, this would be a loading door. It's not. Like, so why the fuck isn't it? What the hell? Oh yeah. They're shouting out Dovahkiin, and it makes the ground shake. I can feel the earth move under my feet. But anyway. But it's like, seriously, how hard was that? Look at that. Why can't they... Why does it have to be a mod? Look how much... also, the M-Man has not played Skyrim. So he doesn't realize just how much better Whiterun looks. Why the fuck is this not the base game? You know... I don't understand it myself.
Because Bethesda is lazy and they pretty much just say, we'll have the fans do it.
You know, I've been inclined to believe that because it's like very simple mods that are very, very small. Like, there's not like multi-gigabyte patches. No, they're like, you know, maybe a couple of tens of megabytes. Basically turn the game into something completely different. And like, it's not, I'm not complaining, but it's like, Bethesda is a professional company, you know? They spend years on this game when, you know, in way less time, you've got a better game all around. So I don't get it. Just so you guys know, probably my favorite Bethesda type game. Oh, god damn it. Why won't you sell me shit, idiot? Oh, there he goes. Okay. Sometimes it's glitched out. But, you know, I just don't understand why Bethesda can't do it, you know. I think by far my favorite Bethesda-styled game, I guess you could say, is still Fallout New Vegas, because it honestly, to me, feels the most complete. Let's see, and yeah.
The reason why it feels complete is because the developers actually put some time and effort into creating the story, the world, the characters, you know, everything you need to have a game.
Pretty much. I mean, it's good to compare, you know, Skyrim here to New Vegas. In New Vegas, how many factions do you have that actually have a impact on the plot? I think at least 3, if not more.
Okay, let's see. In New Vegas, you got there's Legion.
It's Caesar.
Caesar's Legion. I almost said the NRA. The the NCR. You got your own path, and shit. What else is there?
You can work for House, Mr. House.
Oh yeah, and there's also House. So that's like 4 main factions that you can join during the main plot.
And they actually all are really fleshed out. Whereas here, there's 2. And the Civil War plot is so limited, it's not even funny. And I can understand... I say I can understand. This is me being very charitable. Okay, so I think Bethesda looks at, you know, these Elder Scrolls games as, we'll make a framework for the world and the fans will do the work for us. Which, that sounds cool when you say it fast. It's like, hey, they're making a game for us, the modders, the players, and stuff like that, versus just, you know, another generic game. But, like, seriously, why don't they work harder on it? You know, it's not like it's hard, you know? Because you got people making... If you actually got a fully modded Skyrim, like, I'm talking all the best mods and all that. Really? Okay, hold on, look at this. Look at this. Hand over your valuables, or I'll gut you like a fish. Now look, this is just a Khajiit here. He's got a dagger and light Imperial armor. Now, I could say, walk away right now, and he would walk away. I don't have time for this. Don't walk away from me. Okay, now look at this. I'm just going to let him wail on me, because he can't do that much damage. Look at that. My sword is as big as he is. And yet he was able... Oh! He doesn't have a body anymore. So yeah, what were you exactly expecting to do there, dude? You had a dagger. A dagger. Oh, I think, I remember, like, Schaefer from Cold War was actually able to wound a predator seriously with, like, an entrenching tool, so take that as you will. Although, you know, it's kind of funny. You know, predators are supposed to be susceptible to cold, and yet in Cold War they were fine. They weren't, like, freezing to death. And fuck, if you want to take AVP, the movie, as, like, you know, canon, which I don't, they were in fucking Antarctica. You know, the coldest place on the face of the planet.
Wouldn't that be the second, one of the two coldest places on the planet?
Oh yeah, because I think Siberia is slightly colder. Or as cold. I forget, though. But, yeah, it's... Although, you know what's interesting? The book, based upon AVP, the film, actually had the Predators suffering from some disease brought on about by the cold. It said like he had lesions all over his skin. Yeah, I would think so. If they're a warm reptilian species, they probably wouldn't do very well out there in Antarctica. I thought they only came during the greatest of heats. Am I right? Or am I right? I don't know.
You are right.
Let's see. Gonna level up. More stamina. Stamina is always good.
Is your cursor one of their targeting system thingies?
Yep.
That's actually very cool.
Yep. I was glad they actually included that. Really, I like this Predator mod is pretty bloody good.
But does it have a story like the Oblivion Predator mod?
It doesn't have a story per se, but it does include the Predators into the lore of Skyrim. There's some books you can find in and around there that basically explain how they came to be out there and stuff like that. And since even though I'm not really forging anything, I do like to get my smithing skill up just because, you know.
Didn't you spend it on something else?
My levels aren't high. Well, the levels of the individual skills aren't high enough to actually increase the perks any higher. So, I can't really. It doesn't really matter. Oh, somehow I was able to execute a ghost. I really should get a mod where the ghosts are more ghostly, but I didn't. Because, like, seriously, how did I just stab him like that? He's a ghost! The ghosts in Oblivion were way better because they were actually not just humans that you could see through. Or not... They weren't just, you know, your basic model that you could see through and tinged blue, you know? They were actually, you know, kind of scary. And also, there's no liches in this game, I just realized, or anything like that. So, in a way, you know, Bethesda did even less work than it did in Oblivion. And yeah, I know, there's a mod I could get to include them all in there, and yeah, I probably should have. But you know what? At the same time, I shouldn't have, you know? Because, like, seriously, what happened to all the really cool monsters and everything? Wow, he took a lot of damage.
They spent all the money on marketing.
You know, I would actually say that that's probably the case. Dragon shout word, and it is... Today's the word, kind. Kind's peace. The truthiness of that is amazing. I'm gonna jump down there. You've fallen for my trap. You know what? I know I've fallen for your trap, but what I have a feeling you're going to die quite easily. Now, realistically, as a Predator, I should be able to rip apart these gates and everything, but of course I can't. Really? No, because while he's giving his speech, I want to... What is he even looking at?
You know, something occurred to me. The Predator and Alien franchises, they're all owned by what's space?
20th
Goddamn it,
Century Fox.
It's Fox, yes. So, let's say that 20th Century Fox gets bought out by Disney, as I heard someone was saying. And then, would that mean that the Predators would get incorporated into the Marvel Universe?
Oh God, that could either be. That sounds terrible.
Why? I mean, okay, yeah, they'd incorporate them into the Marvel Cinematic Universe as well, which would not do the Predators any justice. Oh, but come on! I want to see the Punisher fighting a Predator for real, not just as a stupid little crossover. I want to make it legit. I want to see like the Fantastic Four, the Inhumans, and the X-Men fighting off a Predator armada.
Spider-Man versus the Predator.
Yeah, that'd be so fucking lame.
Spider Sting. Yeah.
And I've actually read through the newest Amazing Spider-Man comics, the ones that are post Doc Ock brain swap. Spoilers, by the way. And I can tell you, it's nothing special.
I would not think it would be. I've never I only read Spider-Man comics that were like from the 80s.
I only read Spider-Man comics that were from the 90s when I was a kid. Then I read the Ultimate series for a while, then I gave it up after issue 100. Then I started reading Superior. And now I'm back to Amazing. Let me tell you this. What's his name? Dan Slott? I know his last name is Slott, but I don't know what his first name is, because he didn't bother to remember. Dan Slott couldn't hold a candle. He couldn't hold a fucking matchstick to Peter David.
Nobody can. For those who don't know who Peter David is, he's a very prolific writer of a wide variety of fiction and is an overall awesome guy. He wrote the fantastic Star Trek New Frontier series, which are some of the best Star Trek books ever. He actually tried to give those books, at least, a internally consistent canon, which Star Trek hasn't really been known for, unfortunately.
He also wrote the original Spider-Man 2099, if memory serves, and he's writing the current one.
I'm glad they brought back 2099. I haven't read any of it, but I remember liking it quite a bit.
Well, Spider-Man 2099, as far as I can tell, was the only one that was worth the fuck. Although the latest incarnation basically has Miguel O'Hara in our time because of a comic book plot. That's all you need to know.
A comic book plot and a comic book. Whatever next?
But yeah, basically he's in our time now, and yeah, basically. I was amazed. I even told you about this before, but I was amazed that that issue 2 of 2099 was basically the first 5 pages or so was Spider-Man thwarting a bank robbery. The rest of the comic is just characters talking and new information being, found out, given, or whatever. The fact that I did not once feel bored is fucking amazing, because usually when I read a comic and there's lots of, talky, from the first few word balloons I can tell if it'll be worth my time or not, because I've read a lot of that shit. And I usually just skip through most of it, like with the Amazing Spider-Man as written by Dan Slott. I skip through most of the dialogue because I know it's going to be crap. With Peter David, I literally read every last word bubble and it flew by like that.
Yep. I also think, I really want to read by Peter David is his Incredible Hulk run, which was supposed to be like really, really good.
I actually read a few issues when I was a kid. I remember very little of them, except that I really enjoyed them. Basically, that was during the time where Bruce Banner was in Hulk's body. Basically, Bruce Banner still had his personality; he was just transformed as the Hulk.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and it had like these very weird stories, like about a time. I think this was part of some event, but basically, the entire city of New York went crazy And there was this one guy who was like the embodiment of like malice and sadism,
Malal,
and like
no.
it was a very weird storyline because it's never really directly stated where the guy was from, but it was very fucking weird. And by the time Hulk killed him, everybody who was dead came back, including Rick Jones. It was a weird fucking story, to say the fucking least, but it was well written, so it was enjoyable.
Mm.
Also, there's another one where Hulk basically goes to Israel to kill this kid who was gonna become the next Hitler. The next Hitler was born in fucking Israel. That's how the story goes, which I find fucking hilarious due to irony alone. Anyways, he goes to Israel to kill this next little Hitler, and basically, it turns out. I mean, I'm giving away spoilers, but who gives a shit? Anyways, he manages to get the little kid trampled by some mob, and it turns out that the little kid wasn't the little Hitler; it was the little girl he was with. Basically, it's like behind every great man, there's a great woman, and she was like the one who gave him like these telepathic powers and some shit. It was a very weird storyline, but very well written.
Mm. That's the thing, though. You know, after doing a lot of study, I actually found, you want to know something that's kind of ironic about that? Okay, so he's the next Hitler, right?
Right.
What's bad is now that the next Hitler is dead, that means somebody competent will show up, because you know what? If you actually do some historical study on Hitler, it turns out he was one of the most incompetent dictators ever. In fact, as much as I... Oh, wait, that's a big-ass spoiler. For those who have not seen... oh, well, I can't remember the movie now. For those who have not seen the excellent film by Quentin Tarantino, Inglourious Bastards, stop listening now. You're not listening? Good. I can see you if you're listening. I can see you in your sleep. Wait, no, I can't. No, I can't forget. I should probably bleep that out. But anyway, you know, Hitler gets shot at the end of that. But in real life, you know, the Allies were thinking about, you know, we need to assassinate Hitler. And then they realized he sucks. He's an idiot. He's one of the worst military commanders ever. If we kill him, somebody competent will show up. I basically like to compare him to Grey Seer Thanquol.
or any one of those motherfuckers. What do you call them?
Skaven.
Yeah, or any one of the Skaven or Skaven, because they're all stupid.
He was terrible, and that's the thing. He actually was more of a hindrance to his own war effort than if we'd actually shot him. Because I actually did do some study on... Oh shit. There's a horse over there with no rider. The Nazgul will get off the horses, and we can't fight a Nazgul. We will die. Badly. Let's just sneak around here. Like those giants, like, as you can see, as we've just sort of powered through everything, the Predator can kill anything. I just killed a Master Vampire with no problem. That's not an evil horse, so I don't, what's it doing out here, though? It's just a regular horse. Not fucking, I'm gonna steal it. If there's an Nazgul out here, at least I can outrun him, I think. Well, I don't know why there was just a random horse just sitting out here, but I'll take him. So yeah, the Predator's riding a horse. Oh yeah, can I? Oh yeah! Since I do have all the DLC, I can do riding combat. 101st Air Cav. But anyway. Alright, so we're going to keep going through random caves here, because why not?
Anyways, you're talking about how Hitler was incompetent and they didn't shoot him because they knew it would actually help their own war effort to defeat him.
Correct. So, yeah, if he'd been replaced by somebody competent, they wouldn't have won, but, well, it would have been bad for everybody, because it would have drugged the war on a bit. Which would be very bad, as you can imagine. But it's just kind of hilarious how, like, people make Hitler out to be, like, this embodiment of evil, this great evil overlord, when in fact, you know what? I think the best thing you could call him is a schoolyard bully who got way too much power. because he really wasn't very smart, really wasn't very competent, or anything like that. And that's why it's always hilarious to hear people like, oh, I think Hitler was great. So you basically think a fucking moron was great. And also, Almighty Talos, may thee bless us to succeed. Ooh, Baylor's Oath Blade. I'm not going to use it, but... Okay, it's the last of the blades to survive. You don't really use that. Why not? A predator wielding a katana. Why not? Even though...
Oh, it's weird shit.
Hmm?
We've seen weirder shit.
Well, yeah. In all reality, though, that's something no one ever talks about. Okay, the predator is supposed to be really strong. Okay? Like, really, really strong. The only problem is, like, if you were to use, like, a katana, the katana is built for human-level strength, so technically, like, if the predator hit something with this katana, wouldn't the katana break?
Hmm.
Oh, it's a bear. It's a bar. And he's running away. Oh, yeah, because that's one of the effects this thing has. Like, creatures up to level whatever will flee. Okay, this sword sucks. Where is my awesome... where's my Buster sword that's as big as I am? I was talking about comics. There's a new comic that I started reading this year called Uber. The man doesn't like it because he's not a historian like me. A plebeian. But anyway, it's basically a comic where what if the Nazis were to... Well, I'm taking a lot of damage from that bear. What if the Nazis were able to get superheroes? And all the problems inherent above. The thing is, it's so historically accurate, it's not even funny. Like, the writer does such a good job making it all historically accurate. All the historical figures act like they should. Fucking Hitler is just as dumb in that comic as he was in real life. Ooh, that's an awesome execution. The Predator does not go green, even if his blood is. But, like, a good example of Hitler's stupidity is, like, they got these superhumans, right? Like, they can, like, destroy tanks and shit. And so, what does Hitler do? How do you think he uses it? Does he listen to his generals who actually aren't completely insane and stupid? Fuck no. He decides to attack Paris in one issue. Literally just for the proverbial evils. When, like, one of his...
The shits and the giggles.
Pretty much. Because, like, even one of the characters is like, he's on a power high. He thinks he's got a big dick now, doesn't he? And it's like, you know...
Ein Schwanz ist groß!
Exactly. So, like, if you created twin clones of Hitler, you got twin clones of idiots. For example, like, one of his generals, I forget which one it was a real guy. It was like, hey, you know, we should use these superhumans to, you know, take back these oil fields so we can have fuel. He's like, fuck that shit, blow up Paris, because my dick's bigger than Churchill's. And also, Alan Turing shows up. For you guys who know who that guy is, he shows up there, working on that project. Really, the whole comic's great. It's very dark, though. It's an Avatar Press comic, so for those of you who are comic bookly inclined, you know how dark that's gonna get. But I like Avatar Press. I think Avatar Press does a good job making comics a lot more serious. So what is that? Oh, there's a big... Oh, I thought that was like just a floating bunch of platforms. That's a big-ass rock. Let's see if we can't go explore that. And yeah, I know the Predator's flying about. I don't care.
Here's the thing. Whilst Avatar Press does have some dark comics, sometimes it gets a bit, well, let's say, juvenile, retarded, dumb. There are some, I don't know, have you read Crossed?
No, not yet. I don't think I will, just because it seems kind of annoying at times.
Here's the thing, sometimes it can get real dumb with the stories. For instance, there's different kinds of dumb. There's either dumb, where it's the funny kind of dumb, or there's dumb, where it's the boring kind of dumb. For instance, you have this psychopath story arc, where it's basically about a guy, spoilers by the way, about a guy who finds himself with a group, and he decides to feed the breast tissue of his former lover who got infected by the rage virus. He decides to feed that to one of the women that he's fallen in obsession with, because it's not love, so that the pureness of the woman can take the pureness of the soul of his ex-lover that's in the breast tissue, but their combined goodness will expel the virus, so he'll not only have his new lover, he'll have his ex-lover at the same time, sans the disease.
Okay, well, that's kind of disturbing for the sake of... that's disturbing for the sake of disturbing, though. I don't know if that's really what I would call good writing.
Also, the guy, he takes one of the dudes from the group, he shoots him in the legs, breaks his jaw with the butt of his handgun, and then proceeds to throat fuck him.
Yeah. See, that you're right, that is pretty fucking juvenile.
But here's the thing. If you find the right writers, like say Garth Ennis, ignoring his Thin Red Line story arc, that one was completely boring and crap. Garth Ennis, Simon Spurrier, and
Simon Spurrier, he's awesome.
One other. They tend to write the best crossed stories because they don't concentrate on gore. They concentrate on people's reactions to it all, how they adapt and how they change.
Which is honestly, I think, probably better than what you just described. I mean, that sounds... You know what that sounds like to me? You know how...
cheesy, secret gore porn?
That, and COD. It brought to mind COD for one reason. You know how increasingly in the COD games, they had to have the shocking moment happen, even if it didn't make a lot of sense or was just really phoned in.
Yeah, and like Modern Warfare, it was like where your character died from the A-bomb. Modern Warfare 2, it was Ghost dying, I think, along with you. I'm not sure.
No, and that one, it's the no Russian level where you had to shoot a bunch of civilians.
Right, no Russian.
So like,
yeah.
It's just, it's where it's like, we have to be shocking, so how can we be shocking? We'll do increasingly crazy things so people will remember us. It's like, you don't have to, it's, less is more for a reason. That's why I see it, In case in point, like Alien. You barely saw it, and it was that much scarier for it. Oh crap. I'm being hit by... Oh shit! I died from ice. Yeah, when they say you're susceptible to ice attacks, you're very susceptible to ice attacks. Oh, god damn it, I'm all the way back here because I didn't save, because I'm an idiot. But you know what? Hey, wait a minute! Wait a minute! I just remembered something. I shouldn't be susceptible to ice. Do you know why?
Because you're the Predator?
Well, yeah. In Predator 2, he got hit by, like, liquid nitrogen or some shit. That's how they freeze him to death.
Shouldn't that, by all accounts, literally freeze him no matter what his constitution is? Whatever?
No, because he's the Predator. He's like Batman. He's Mary Sue. Batman. That's another thing the amount I was discussing, like Batman's Mary Sue-ness of where he can do no wrong.
Well, he can do anything and everything.
I like the idea of a vulnerable Batman because that makes him a lot more of an interesting character.
I think Scott Snyder has actually been trying to do that with the new Batman run, where basically it shows that Batman, there's the, what do you call it, the Court of Owls storyline?
I don't know, I don't read any of that.
Well, basically, it turns out that there's this super secret society in Gotham City that actually runs it all, called the Court of Owls, and he, gets his ass handed to him by them. And then, of course, he wins because because he figures a way out of it. Did it?
Yeah.
Then there's Death of the Family, which had a shitty ending. Basically, the Joker makes everybody feel bad and mistrust Batman.
Well, see, that's the thing.
And then
yeah. I was going to say, it's one of the things that I think people kind of forget is Batman is supposed to be the down-to-earth hero, and Superman's the one that fights, fucking Darkseid. They're two different heroes that do two different things that have two different power levels, and yet, for some reason, everybody has this big boner for Batman, to where he has to be, as good as all the other heroes, when I always thought, and that's sort of what I believed whenever I used to watch, the animated series of both Superman and Batman, is they complement each other with their skills, They shouldn't be as powerful as one another, because they're supposed to work together as a team, and if there's no reason to work together as a team, well, why is there a team,
I don't know. It's just that people have made Batman so fucking popular that now literally the guys at DC cannot think of him not being that powerful. Because it won't sell.
Well, there is that. Batman's power is directly proportional to how much money he can make DC.
And considering he's been popular since the 1930s, I don't think he will ever stop making the money.
Well, there's that. DC Comics number 27. Wasn't bad. Yeah, Necromancer Adept. You stand no chance. You have no chance to survive. Make your time.
That actually reminds me. I've downloaded a whole bunch of torrents.
Hey, you can't talk about that on here.
Yes, I fucking can.
The NSA will come after us. I can hear them beating down the door already. The NSA tank has shown up. The NSA Air Force is dropping troops. Oh, the humanity.
I live in Europe. I have like 6 minutes left before they come and take me. Anyways, I downloaded a bunch of torrents of old-ass comics from like the Golden Age and the Silver Age. And I can tell you, I literally cannot read them because I've gotten so used to our modern-day quality of it all.
That is a problem I had when I liked DC Comics 27, though. I thought it was a decent story, really.
But it's so fucking simple.
Well, yeah, but that's top of the line back in the day, though. But you know what comics I cannot read that I can't stand?
Which ones?
The original X-Men. I cannot stand those. I've tried. I really have.
Why not?
I don't like the art, for one. I don't like old art. I know that makes me all modern and shit. Hey, there's a dragon glitching out. Hey, dragon. Well, I'm gonna kill you now, so you won't be glitching anymore. He's just literally it's like he's humping the ground. Oh, I can talk to him. Okay, let's just kill him. It's just hilarious. I guess one of the mods broke his pathfinding, and oh no, I hope I don't break. Oh wait, no, I fixed him. Why does he have a name though? Am I not supposed to kill him? I don't know. I probably am gonna kill him though. Come on, land so I can kill you, because I still don't have any ranged attacks yet. Oh, that fire feels so good. It's cold in Skyrim. Thank you for making me warm.
I'm gonna actually look up Hodor.
Oh yeah, that's something else I could discuss. A Song of Ice and Fire. Okay, I like the show. Don't like the books, to be perfectly honest. I was able to get through the first Game of Thrones book, and then I was able to get through the second one. But after the second one, I realized George R.R. Martin it's kind of dull, in my opinion. I mean, I know that's how he sounds bad, but it took me reading the second novel to really just kind of drive home that how dull it was,
Okay, why is it dull?
It's just the writing style is kind of dull. The characters are kind of dull. The whole thing just... I don't know. It doesn't really suck me into this dark fantasy universe. Instead, it feels almost like I'm reading real life. It's that depressing, I know that's the idea. Like, I'm not missing out on the idea. I need to kill him with something, but do I have a ranged weapon? Because he's not landing. He's not playing fair. Staff of the Familiar, why not? Guys, the Predator is a lumberjack and he's okay. I will summon a wolf to attack you. And he can literally do nothing. Okay, do I have any sort of thing I can use to attack this guy? Probably not. Yeah, I'm going to use fire on the dragon who shoots fire. Because I am the smartest. S-M-R-T. Fuck it.
The Q was silent.
Exactly. So you can actually spell a word any way you want, provided you just tell everybody that certain words that don't belong are silent.
Certain letters, you dumbass.
Whatever. You
know what else we could talk about that we've discussed over these past few days?
Oh dear.
Linkara.
No, because then all the Linkara fans will hate me.
Good. Let them.
No.
Fuck that. Why not? Somebody needs to say this. Okay. So, where do we start?
Oh dear.
I don't know. Well, namely that Linkara actually wrote 3 books in his younger days. Did you know that?
No.
He did. He wrote them and got them vanity published. Like, if for those who don't know, vanity publishing is different from getting your book published the old-fashioned way.
Also, hold on. We're going to check out this big fuck-off rock here, maybe because there's a path to it.
Okay. Regular publishing, you basically have to prove that your book is, worthy of being published.
Yeah. Whereas vanity publishing is you just give them some money and they'll publish it.
Yeah, vanity publishing, you just slap $1,000 or $500 on the table and they publish your shit. Very little editing is involved, if any. And Lewis Lovehog, otherwise known as Linkara, got 3 books vanity published. It's called Angel Armor.
Oh dear.
And the main character is named Lewis. Spelled differently, but phonetically, a complete homophone of Lewis J. Lovehog.
Oh dear.
In fact, I'm gonna fucking read the summary of one of the books.
I apparently just discovered Dovashka.
Dovashka. Sounds like a place. Russia. It sounds like a place in Russia.
It could be for all we know. And it's a little town on top of a giant fuck-off rock that appears to have nothing in it. So this is probably a fairly basic mod. But still kind of cool. I don't really care if it's not much of anything. Yeah, I can't even... Doors don't open. And I think the dragon was like knocking me around a bit.
Anyways, here's what one of the back of the book says. I'm even going to use the voice for this. Louis Williamson is not like most other teenagers.
Oh.
He's an eccentric Christian optimist. However, that's not what makes him special. What makes him special is that on a world full of magic, heroes, and evil, Louis is a prophesized hero called the Linkara.
Wait, are you being serious?
I'm fucking reading. I'm not leaving out or putting anything in.
There's a boat here. Hold on. There's a boat here. Okay, not to interrupt, but okay. Is this a real thing? Because I'm in the game here.
Oh wait, the book or the game?
No, well, obviously the game is real, otherwise I wouldn't be playing it, but... but no, seriously? Okay,
the book is an actual... If anyone doesn't believe me, go to Amazon.com, write in Angel Armor, and then Lewis Lovehog. That's LEWIS LOVHAUG.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something. General Lots came from a fanfic that I wrote about KOTOR and a bunch of stuff where I was like this super character. But I didn't get it published! I've shown it to a grand total of 3 or 4 people!
It's like, Linkara wrote this when he was 15, 16, but that's no excuse. Even when I was writing my first stories when I was 12, 11, even I didn't name the characters after myself. I gave them some aspects of my personality, but I never really named them after myself.
So that's where Linkara comes from, huh? Well, what the hell was that?
I don't know. He links things together, I guess. Like Link from Zelda. Anyways, let's continue. A hero called the Linkara, and is destined to defeat a great darkness, fight off an army of dark knights, and end a 300-year war by using an armor that was imbued by angels. How does Lewis react to the news? Only one word sums it up. Groovy.
Oh, Basha boy.
And then, right beneath that, there's a little portrait picture of Linkara from, like, I guess a school photo day. And you know what's the best thing? He actually looks sort of normal.
And that dragon isn't dying, so I guess he's glitched out.
And you know what's the second best part? There's a little description of Lewis right next to his little portrait.
Oh dear.
Lewis Lovehog is a 15-year-old currently residing in Shoreview, Minnesota. He attends Mounds View High School and enjoys a wide genre of television and books, ranging from romance and drama to science fiction and fantasy. He plays the violin and enjoys quiet days in solitude. The days ain't so quiet no more.
Yeah, and what I've actually had my opinion actually is kind of lowered of Linkara over the past couple years, unfortunately. Just because he seems kind of self-righteous, and I really hate that, you know? You know, the holier-than-thou kind of people who think they know more and stuff like that, you know? Really...
And actually... Sorry, continue.
I was going to say, really by far my favorite internet... The person who actually inspired me to... A lot of people say this, I just realized. Because he's that awesome. Spoonie is the one that actually inspired me to start making videos, really, so... But I'm sure a lot of people say that. I think he's a cool guy, and a lot of people say he's an asshole or a dick, but honestly, I'm pretty sure he's just unfortunately misunderstood by people, you know? Because some people can seem like an asshole even though they're not. You know, like, I myself have been called that, you know? Even though I try my best not to be. Because we all... And that's something else, like, when he had his breakdown on Twitter, like, from what I've seen, like, a lot of people don't really know how to deal with people who get really, really angry, I guess. Because, like, a lot of that shit was nothing. Or would have been considered nothing to me.
Hold up a second. That's news to me. Doug Walker had a breakdown on Twitter?
No, Spoonie. Not Doug Walker.
Oh, Spoonie. My bad. Sorry, I guess I kind of phrased that.
No. Because, like, Spoonie, when I think I had some relationship troubles, like, and I can definitely sympathize with that, that's for sure. Ugh.
No. It wasn't exactly relationship troubles. Okay, yeah. He broke up with his girlfriend Scarlett at the time, and it made him go nuts. But the thing is, he made a sex joke towards what's her face, that anime reviewer, not Mars Girl.
Oh, I remember that actually, because like Opal and I discussed that, and we were both of the mind that was like everybody there was like went way overboard with that. Like it wasn't a bad joke. It wasn't an evil person for saying that. Like my God, what is with
it was
people?
A bad joke. It was a bad joke in the sense that it wasn't all that funny. But if people should be lynched for making bad jokes that aren't funny, then Linkara should be hung from a tree.
Well, there's that. But like they're saying, like it was like offensive towards women or something.
No. He said like Spoonie told Jesu that is like if she ever needs love. Not love. If she ever needs if she ever needs to have sex, I can't remember how exactly he said it. It's like he can chain her in her basement and love her his way. And then that Felis's girlfriend, what's her face? Obscurus Lupa. She took that to mean rape, and then she made a big stink of it.
Oh,
Spoonie left that guy with the glasses, and the rest, as they say, is history.
My God, that's even dumber than what I remember it was supposed to be. But both Opal and I agreed that it was pretty stupid how these people were reacting. My God.
Also, you remember those pictures I sent you about people talking about Linkara?
Yeah, I don't know if that's true or not. See, I'm not going to indulge in idle speculation, but if that's true, then I feel kind of annoyed towards Linkara for behavior like that. Or basically, he was being, kind of a
dick,
a tootlick, as you would say.
Anyways, I sent John these stories, or General Lotz. I sent General Lotz these stories, And I'm putting up a disclaimer right now. We have no verification if these things are true at all. For all we know, they're just bullshit stories that people made up just to have fun. And I'm going to read them as such, because they're funny.
Oh dear. This video is going to get like so many dislikes.
Good. Let the butthead flow through you.
They're all gonna like, all gonna come out here to like. I almost called this Canada. I have no idea why. Ladies and gentlemen, I moved to Canada. Yeah, I'm in Canada right now. I'm not really sure how Utah turned into Canada. Although I'm actually planning on heading back to Houston before too long. Just as a heads up. For a variety of reasons that need not be discussed here.
Anyways, I'm just reading a bunch of screen caps from a 4chan thread where a dude said he worked with Linkara on a daily basis, and somebody asked, care to tell stories? And then somebody else asked, how big is his penis? Is he a top or a bottom?
What? I don't remember that.
Somebody asked that question. Anyways, and then the guy says, relating to the stories, is like, I have maybe one, though I don't want to give away my identity as it'd get me in shit. Anyway, I used to be employed by them, but not any longer for reasons. And this is going to be told both in dialogue and in green text. If you don't know what green text is, tough shit. Basically.
Well, I'm not a school teacher.
What?
Said I'm not a school teacher.
Pretty much. Anyways, at a con on a break, talking with fellow employee about a girl I liked at the time who also happens to be an employee. Lewis comes up and hovers. He does this a lot. He'll stand by a conversation but not engage. After a while, he finally chimes in. Now time for my Linkara impression. You shouldn't objectify a woman like that. And then he says, I'm not? And he's like, no, he says, I'm not. And then Lewis says, then why are you talking about her? Mm-hmm. Because she's employed and I don't know our policy for that. Well, perhaps we need a tighter policy for those of us who would try to objectify our staff openly.
Oh, bullshit boy.
And the guy's like, Lewis, chill. And the friend is like, Lewis, for fuck's sake. And then Lewis is, I'm just saying, maybe we shouldn't make the women feel uncomfortable. And maybe we should be a little more enlightened about this. Wow, my voice is getting really high-pitched.
Yeah, it is, but it actually applies in this situation.
And to continue, keep in mind, the friend I'm talking to happens to be a woman, and all I've asked is what steps to take to make sure I'm not screwing with some human resources stuff.
HR.
Yeah. So who is it we're talking about anyway? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, because it's not a freaking business.
And then the friend says, look, let's just get some food. She tries to pull me out of it, but Lewis fucking follows us to the nearby food court area and sits with us. Oh, come on, just tell me. It's not like I'll tell her anything. For fuck's sake, it's name. Oh, well, I wouldn't push her a lot. She's a classy woman.
Implying the person trying to talk to her isn't classy. Which in turn is also not classy for Linkara's sake.
He waddles off. Later, she starts acting awkward. The woman he's interested in starts acting awkward around me, and I get a letter from Doug telling me it's fine to pursue relationships. That's cool and all, but now everybody knows, and I'm fucked. I ended up getting with her anyway for a short time, but holy shit, was it awkward for a while.
Mm.
And one more story. This is the hotel scene one. You remember that one?
It's not coming to mind because my brain isn't working most of the time.
You'll remember it. Lewis is doing lines for the hotel scene. Everyone wants to go to bed. But Brad keeps joking that we should slip out the door and go chill at the hotel bar as the camera isn't even on us at the time. And we've done our
I remember this. Yeah, this would have pissed me off so much.
Yeah. We head to the door. And Lewis is like, stop. Brad is like, what? And Lewis is like, you do realize we're on a set here? And Brad is like, yep. And then he leaves. And then the narrator is standing there, about to head for the door as well. And Lewis goes apeshit. It's unprofessional to just leave another actor to do his scene alone. You're being unbelievably rude. And the guy's like, sorry, dude, but my scenes are done, and I'm tired. I'm going downstairs. Very well. But I warn you not to tip the scales too much.
What? What the fuck does that even mean?
I think he's just telling them not to piss him off.
Ooh, we must be afraid of the great Linkara and his magical angel armor.
No. It's a magical gun that's powered by the spirit of a dead girl who was tortured by her parents, whom he saved. I don't know. It was part of a storyline that I never really watched.
That's a real thing? You're not just making that up?
I'm not making it up. He actually made a storyline in some of his videos where his gun is magic because it's imbued by the spirit of a tortured little girl. And she got tortured because her parents wanted to call forth their evil pagan god or some shit. And she was like all in pain and whatever, and that fueled the gun. Then he purified her spirit. Now the pain no longer produces the magic, but her spirit's blah 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 does. He basically ripped off the entirety of Silent Hill 1.
There is not a middle finger long enough. Now I'll actually borrow another. I'll borrow another one of your words. Like does that apply? Does Yeventi Mater apply in this situation?
Yeventi Mater? No, that's just a general insult. Like fuck you.
What would it, what? I can't just keep saying Bojamoy all the time. There's got to be another word.
Okay. What do you want to say?
I don't know. A general term for disgust.
There's Fui? Odvratno?
Oh, that's way too difficult for me to pronounce in the confines of this video.
Even then, it generally translates to like icky, disgusting.
Okay, I'd rather not say that.
Okay, I don't know. What do you want to say specifically? Something like, I don't know.
Okay, like when somebody says like the exact word I was gonna say, when somebody says like, oh wait, I already know the word for that. Never mind. I give up. I give up on this language thing. Forget multiculturalism. America, cheeseburger time.
But America's the most multicultural country in the world, right next to Sweden.
But anyway, go on with the Linkara thing.
Okay, we head down to the bar and we chill with people down there for a while. Doug comes down. Doug, look, I'm only coming down because Lewis wants me to. Well, I don't really know. I guess just talk to you. And Brad's like, oh, for fuck's sake. And Doug's like, yeah, look, just stay for his scenes, and if he asks, I yell at you both, okay? And the narrator's like, yep. Walking back up to room, Lewis is standing outside our fucking door.
You know what? Because like, if it's true, which it might not be, you know, but I don't get why they'd be making up lies about Linkara of all people, you know. But it's like, I would not stand for that. And people say Spoonie's the asshole. I know I know Spoonie because like I talk to him all, but I just get the feeling that Spoonie would never do anything like that. You know.
It only gets worse from here.
Wait, there's more? I don't remember there being more.
There's still a bit left, and I found some new shit that I can make fun of.
Oh dear.
Okay, give me a second. Okay. And so Lewis, so they go back, and Lewis is standing outside the fucking door. And Lewis is like, so, did you learn your lesson? And he gives them a smug as fuck look.
You know, like, if somebody said that to me, there's one or two things that would happen, depending on my... See, like, my level of assholishness or dickishness is directly proportional to my happiness level. And so if I was in a good mood, like, I was really happy, you know, just like... I'd be like, yeah. And that'd be it. I'd just say, like, one word, yeah. Or, or a nod. And if I was really pissed off, I'd be like, what lesson? And I... see, you know what? I have a unique way of being a dick. I don't mean to keep interrupting, but, like, I have to, though. It's my show, damn it! You shall submit to me! You will submit. Well, not in that way. Please put your pants back on. No,
Oh God
no.
damn it! I was just getting horny.
Uh, please, anyway. Where was I?
Okay, and I even got the lube. I even got the lube ready. God damn it! It's all over my hands. What do I do now?
I'm going to walk away. That's hilarious since we're on completely different continents, so it's not gay. But anyway, no, it's like if I was like really pissed off. I know it's funny. I really wanted to actually be a part of that guy with the glasses, but to be perfectly honest, now I don't. Because me and Linkara would not get along. Because I can't stand people like that. And over the years, I've gotten to the point where I actually... Because I'll let you guys in on something. I'm not one of those people that will speak up a lot. Which is bad. Because, like, a part of me, back in the day, was like, I care, but I don't want people to think I care. You know? I know that's strange. But, like, these days, I'm a lot less tolerant of stuff like that. Because, like, stuff like that pisses me off, you know? It's like, half the time, that's not even any of your business, you know? Just, like, if you want to go, let him go, you know? And so, like, I imagined him and I would get in a lot of shouting matches, you know? But go on.
Okay. So he asks them if he learned if they learned their lesson, and the narrator starts cracking up and has to leave. And then he hears Brad just ripping into Linkara before leaving, and he still hears Lewis outside the door muttering something uncivilized, pathetic, etc., etc., etc. And then Linkara is butthurt for the next 3 days.
Yeah, except, you know what, I'm pretty sure, I have a feeling that somebody like that would go on, oh shit, I just got hit by a mammoth skull. That's not good. But I have a feeling like I know that I know of these kind of people, and I know the one thing they'd immediately go on to would be the fact that I'm from Texas. Be like, well, maybe they do things like that in Texas, but they don't do it here. And at which point I'd like, I don't know.
Here's another story. This one is 100% completely made up. It's just for fun. Like, literally, this never happened. November 2013, at a convention. Doug Walker invites several people, including Brad and Linkara, to his hotel room to party and have drinks. They come, but Linkara tells Doug he doesn't drink and would rather have a soda. Everyone starts treating him like a douche. Hours later, after getting drunk off his ass, Brad sneaks vodka into Linkara's drink. Despite how little was put in there, Linkara gets drunk as fuck and starts going on a rampage through the hotel room. Everyone thinks nothing of it. Linkara drinks more and stumbles out of the hotel room and grabs one of his comics that he brought in his suitcase. He shoves the thing up his ass.
Oh my god.
Everyone leaves the room out of disgust, and Doug calls hotel security to throw him out. Linkara later passed out on the sidewalk and was almost run over. Linkara is no longer invited to that convention, and nobody will bring it up with him again.
You know,
that's completely made up. I just need to repeat that once again.
yeah, but you know what's sad? That could almost be true. But you know what's sad? What's the most sad about all that is I liked Linkara, but you know,
I liked him too. I liked him too. Then he became a bozo.
Pretty much. But you know, I wouldn't drink either because I don't like the taste of any alcohol except for mead, and even then I can barely drink that stuff. I mean, I know it's an acquired taste, but I've never acquired it, mainly because I don't care, and also because. No, go on.
Continue.
No, mainly because like due to my it's not like I'm fat or anything, but like due to my higher mass, I have to drink a lot to actually feel any of the consciousness altering effects. So I can't just like drink a beer and like get a buzz of some description. Like it'd probably take like 5 for me to finally start feeling it.
That's the weird thing. I tried several beers in my life. I could never stand them. The taste was just horrific. However, the drinks of my choice are always either rum or vodka.
That's horribly stereotypical. But anyway.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Rum isn't stereotypical. Vodka is though. Actually, over here it would be just spirits in general.
Because Wait, isn't Croatia part of Russia? I am such a smart American. But anyway.
Man, no se u kurac ti američka drkađio jebena je.
I'll have to take your word for it. Wait, is it a state or a country? I forget. But I kid.
You are pushing me, John. You are very pushing me now. I tell you, I come to Utah. No. I come to Utah. I come to Utah to Cedar City, and I kick your ass.
Well, you'd probably have to take steamship.
No. What do you say, steamship? That's science fiction. All we have here is pedal boats. I pedal boat to Italy, and from Italy I use steamship.
Although, you remember that one joke I made? Because I never know if I can make a joke about any of that stuff because I don't want to sound like a bastard. Like you were talking about how like you had to wait a while for a book to show up, and I felt bad about making the joke of like, yeah, it has to come by horse-drawn carriage. So I feel like a dick when I say stuff like that, but I don't know.
But it's funny because how long it takes it to get here, it might as well be by horse-drawn carriage. Literally, okay. For those of you who don't know, John, because he's in America, if he orders shit from Amazon, it takes him like 5 days at the most to get it, right? If you're having bad luck. Over here, when I order shit online, it takes me a maximum of 25 days to get a book.
Which is insane. It would probably take less time if it was by horse-drawn carriage.
Most likely, yes. But anyways, there's more Linkara stories to go.
Oh dear. How long have it been going? Do you know? Because I don't know.
I'd say like more than half an hour, most definitely.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and call this to a close. But we're going to start right up. And so, this is General Lots. And...
the end, man. The end, man. Goddamn. I'm not used to this shit.
And also Dachende here, who's invisible, signing off.